What's up, sports bettors? I know I already gave out 9 player props total, including these 3 on Underdog Fantasy for today, but I'm going to be sharing with you another 4-pick entry on PrizePicks, okay? So here's what I previously gave out on PrizePicks. 4 player props, they're all hockey props, betting 100 to win 1,000. So what I'm going to be going through is another 4-pick entry in this video. And the reason we want to play a 4-pick entry is you're getting the implied odds of minus 128. So it's actually most advantageous. If you have 4 sharp picks on PrizePicks, it's most advantageous to place a 4-leg power play as opposed to 2 2-pick power plays or 1 3-pick power play. 4-pick power plays are at the best implied odds, which we've discussed in a bunch of other video tutorials that I'll kind of link at the end of this video. There will be some on the end screen. So there's a PrizePicks tutorial to kind of break down exactly how to back out the implied odds on PrizePicks. But long story short, we want to find 4 sharp picks on PrizePicks, right? So what I like to do is just use data, real-time market data. Every game is different. Stop looking at historical data. It's all about the real-time market data. So what you'll notice here is on the odds jam screen, if you look at player props, player passing yards, is I noticed a huge discrepancy in Jared Goff. His passing yards line, as you can see on PrizePicks, is at 240 half, right here, 240 half. Now, Underdog Fantasy is super far away. They have his line at 258 half. So that's an 18-yard difference between Underdog Fantasy and PrizePicks. Somebody has to be wrong. One of these bets is super good. So what you could do is you could include the under in an Underdog Fantasy entry, and then you could include the over on PrizePicks. So you have over 240 half, under 258 and a half, and if Goff throws for, let's say, 250 passing yards, which isn't that unlikely that he throws between 240 half and 258 half, you win your over on PrizePicks. You also win your under on Underdog Fantasy. So that's called a middle bet, right? And OddsJam actually has a betting tool for middles. But the first play I went with is PrizePicks usually is a little slow with these. So you can see there's a big discrepancy in Mahomes too. 270 half versus 288 half. And then you also have Goff. So I'd recommend one of those. You can see, 18-yard differences between where PrizePicks is opening lines and Underdog Fantasy, the first 2 books to release props. So next, I went with a positive EV bet, which you can see right here, which is Ryan Pulock, okay? I took him over 1.5 shots on goal. Islanders, Blackhawks, right? So again, on PrizePicks, you're always getting the implied odds of minus 128. So what you're going to notice is any, picks you select, any 4 picks, you're always seeing $1 to win 10. It doesn't matter if you switch this to over, it doesn't matter if we switch this to under, it's $1 to win 10, right? So it doesn't matter if you take the over or the under, the price is always the same. So on PrizePicks, again, we want to use our little key for a 4-pick power play. We're getting minus 128 implied odds. And you can see here, Ryan Pulock over 1.5 shots on goal ranges from minus 172 to minus 180 on the sports books. So the over is a heavy favorite, right? So you definitely don't want to take the under. Being a sharp bettor is all about finding value, right? It's all about using data to zone in on, these big discrepancies like Mahomes passing yards, stuff like that. So all OddsJam does is it takes all this data. So here you can see, for example, some sportsbooks have started to release player props, for Thursday Night Football, is OddsJam just takes all this data, so money lines, kind of everything, and consolidates it, right? So you can compare sportsbooks side by side and look for value. Which sportsbook is giving me the best odds on the Rams? Oh, hey, it's Bet365 at plus 140. But anyways, what this EV betting tool does is it just literally picks out the spots with really high value, right? Which are profitable bets, value bets as they're called. Not every positive EV bet wins, but they're all bets with an edge, so you're guaranteed to make money long term. Every single bet has an edge, right? So we can see right here, Pulock over 1.5 shots on goal. We're getting that at minus 128 in a PrizePicks 4-pick power play, which is what I'm playing, right? And all the sports books are pricing it minus 172 to minus 180. That's a no-brainer. We're getting so much value. Value means everything long-term as a sports bettor, right? As a sharp bettor, you're like a savvy investor. You're not just going into the market and buying everything, trading random crap. You're looking very specifically for, okay, where are those few opportunities where I actually have an edge? Same thing as being a sharp bettor, right? But what makes it so easy in sports betting is all these bookmakers have different odds. So we essentially have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bookmakers, more efficient betting markets, all sports books. They're more sophisticated than PrizePicks. Older companies, Pinnacle's the sharpest bookmaker in the world. They're the most efficient betting market. They take the highest volume of bets. They're telling us this should be priced at minus 179, and we know because we understand PrizePicks, we're getting minus 128 implied odds. So this is definitely a play you need to be on, right? Use math to find value. Use OddsJam to scan the lines, find value. It's completely free to browse odds as well, to browse all these player prop odds and stuff like that. Next, I ended up taking Barzil under 2.5 shots on goal right here. And then the final play I went with is Anders Lee under 2.5 shots on goal. I mean, once again, look at this. The under is so heavily juiced. We're getting it minus 128. All the sportsbooks have the under as a heavy favorite. Absolutely a play we want to be on. 4 picks, 3 NHL, 1 NFL to 10x our money. 50 to win 500. Let's make some money on PrizePicks.